Greetings, Ani, Bonjour, Kwe, Tanzi, Scano. Hi. It's Catherine and Brian at Moonstarlodge in South Central Ontario near Georgian Bay with your Indigenous perspective on moon cycles and cartomancy with a tarot, oracle, and divinatory reading for the week of December 2nd through to the 8th of 2023. We are fully now ensconced. This is the second day of the new moon energy, and we are fully into becomes her vision. So for this next couple of weeks, I'm going to have the medicine wheel cloth down. So there's a plethora of extra decks, more than I usually would include in a reading. They're primarily indigenous and shamanic themed decks. Also, Spirit advised me that I was to pull a card for 13 different people today, and that's going to be right at the end of the reading. So I'm just going to say your first name and show you what card we pull, and that will be from the Gentle Tarot, which is not the primary tarot this week. It's going to be the primary tarot for next week. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you've been with us for a while. And this is an extra coffee day for me because this is a wild reading. All right, so the decks we are using for the next 2 weeks are the Dreaming of You Shaman Oracle, brand spanking new here at the Lodge. Dreamweaver's Oracle by Paulette Baron Reed. The Medicine Woman Oracle by Catherine Maillard. The Star That Never Walks Around by Stella Bennett. I should have said that this brand new deck to me, the Dreaming of You Shaman Oracle, is by Roger Metz. Here's the Gentle Tarot by Mari in the Sky. She has a Kickstarter on right now where she's doing the oracle to go with that original tarot from several years ago now. I'm keen to see that along. We have the Native Spirit Oracle by Denise Lynn. Don't mess with Denise. She's one of the nicest Indigenous women I know. The Shaman's Dream Oracle by Dr. Alberto Vallado and Paulette Baron Reed. The Ancestors in the Marigold Tarot here, as always. This very old deck, it's called the Grandmothers. I don't pull it out maybe more than once every 20 years. The Shamanic Healing Oracle by Michelle Matuzis. She has several decks. And finally, the small medicine cards by Jamie Sams and David Carson. And with that, I'm going to have Brian pause the video while I set up the reading. So we're back. I now have cleared the decks to add the decks back into the reading. So I'm going to ask Brian to switch cameras here so that we can carry on. And he's going to adjust it a little bit.
Go.
So I had to pull the cards in to get everything in, and we're still on the medicine wheel, and it's still oriented to the directions. So we're starting here in the east, as we always enter the circle from the east, move to the south, head to the north. So the first tarot card for this reading is the Wheel of Fortune. Very interesting. So it can, as we know, go either way. In order to be in a position to maximize. We want to be in the center of the wheel. We don't want to be on the outside where when the wheel is spinning, we can be flung off. We want to be the hub in the center, in the heart of the wheel, where we're standing back, observing, and making the kinds of decisions around this becoming her vision time that complete this year for us so that we can move forward without anything that's incomplete. I'm going to move to the south of the wheel, and the Nine of Turtles, which is the same as the Nine of Pentacles or the Nine of Earth. This tells me that it's very successful. We end up with everything we need and want in this month. It's all our earthly things, our home, our food, our work, our sense of selfhood, the sense of everything is complete. Moving to the west position here, we have the Queen of Turtles. And so she is the penultimate empress-like character as it relates to our earthly walk. This is having everything settled for the family and the larger community that we are part of. And I note from one of the cards pulled that the larger community figures into this reading. So this is more at a personal family level, personal and or family level. This is more about the extended family and community. And we go to the north position here, and this card is the Eight of Turtles. So the Eight of Earth. This is about knowing how to do what we do and do it well. We are masterful. We can mentor others. We are making things happen. So this is interesting. The Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Eight of Turtles, the Nine of Turtles, and the Queen. The other two tarot cards coming back here are the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about looking at new perspectives on something in life, about holding back, about perhaps sacrificing a little bit of self-focused behaviors and attention, and observing, being in the position of the observer. And because the Hanged Man is upside down, it's new perspectives and potentially sacrifice. Its partner over here, so we have the 6 tarot cards, is the Queen of Butterflies, and she is sitting right beside this Queen of Turtles. Queen of Butterflies is the Queen of Swords. So we are in the Hanged Man position. We are observing, but we are mentally very clear. And the old Queen of Swords has, she takes no guff and she suffers no fools. She will use her sword to cut out of our lives anything that misdirects us, anything which pulls us off course. We are on a very specific course here, and fortune is in our favor, so to speak. So these are the statements that Spirit is giving us through these Indigenous tarot. Now we're going to pull in some additional information from these other cards, and we have at least one each of all the other decks that I called forth. So the dotems. This dotem here is skunk. And before you turn your nose up, literally and figuratively, skunk is all about attracting what you need in order to grow. Walk your talk and know yourself. Skunk is about not taking a back seat from anything or anyone. Moving to the southeast, we have when the grit becomes or became a pearl. So We know that in oysters that they get bits of particulates, sand, dirt, rocks, but by working at it and smoothing it, they get something quite beautiful out of the rough parts of life. So this is a metaphor for knowing that, like this 8 of turtles here, we have the skill to make this happen. And it will be shown that we have the capacity to smooth out situations which may arise during this month, particularly around the full moon. Moving into the next position in the south, we have a shamanic card called Jeweled Web. This is connectivity. This is the web of life. This is that sacred web that is similar to what Grandmother Spider Woman. But the jeweled web, the little jewels, are the lights of spirits, like orbs, dancing about the web. Know that we are still very much connected with a web far greater than we could ever imagine. And in this time of approaching the solstice and religious celebrations like Christmas, it can feel very lonely. We can feel very disconnected. But it is a reminder that we are connected, and we just need to reach out to our community and not hold our pain inward and involute like the turtle that pulls its head inside its shell to hide. We mustn't hide. We mustn't hide from our physical community in this third dimension of Earth, and we mustn't hide from our spiritual community, the angels, guides, teachers, and so on. The next card coming around this inner circle is the wounded healer. In shamanism, one of the tenets is that to be a shaman, to understand, to have that near-death experience is what gives us the power to move through the tonal and the nagual from that which is known and named into manifesting profound healing and change. We have to have walked that talk. So we are learning things and taking this to a shamanic level. This whole season through becomes her vision by recognizing where our wounds have been and to make the most, absolutely the most of the shamanic skills that it gives us, not just for ourselves, but for this greater community. This is Hawk. Hawk is the other totem for this reading. Honor all life forms and all humans as messengers. Trust life's messages and signals. Hawk is one of the totems which flies almost as close to the Creator as eagle. It's about clarity and seeing the bigger picture and not getting caught up in emotions of the moment. Moving here into the northwest, this is a beautiful altar table image from the grandmothers. It says, I am woman connecting time and space. This is about creating a woman's lodge. And the grandmother says, I live in the mystery. I am trusting of the unseen world, but I have difficulty with the seen world. I joined the lodge knowing that in joining with other women we could bridge these two worlds and become balanced and whole in both of them. Lovely message. We come to the ancestors here. This is the Two of Rings, or the Two of Pentacles, still in alignment with the same thing as the turtles. This is about balance. This is about being able to be so self-centered and, like this hanged man here, able to move between disparate things we have to do and maintain balance. All the twos are about balance. And that's a perfect card. It's very hard sometimes to maintain balance during what we see as the holidays. And the final card in this reading is the Moon. Lady Moon gives you the keys to mystery, the other feminine power. These cards sound like they're making this reading for women only. They are not. We all have the balance of male and female within the yin and yang. Sometimes we have to lean into that part of us that is not showing itself. So overly aggressive people, male or female, for example, need to lean into their yin. The Moon card here is about intuition. It's a similar meaning to the tarot version, where we are to look into the night and the calmness and the illusion of dark when the full moon here is present. To summarize, if I may, this is profoundly about owning ourselves, walking our talk, being present to the parts of us that are wounded and may kind of fall off the wagon here and feel disconnected. This is about telling us that we have skills in this dimension to make this season work without fights or distress or angst or dissolving into some sort of emotional mess. This is saying that what we have accomplished. You can flip the camera, Brian.
Yeah.
So I'm wanting people to understand that this is about speaking to our spiritual maturity. We don't come into these kinds of times of the 13th moon cycle from a place of naivety or immaturity. We have walked all these days through this year and many years of global strife with COVID and wars and all these things that have upset humankind in the last few years. We've come out of this, and this spread is saying we're winners. We are doing exactly what it is that gives us the maturity and the capacity to not only honor ourselves in balance to what we give to others, but to know that we are going to step up on the wheel and continue growing. And that's really important. This gives me great comfort personally. So with that being said, I'm going to grab the other deck here. What did I do with it? It's over here. This is the Mari in the Sky Gentle Tarot. So I'm just going to call out 13 names as Spirit gives them to me and pull the card. Don't ask me later what card and for whom. I won't be able to hold that in my head because I'm trying to stay with Spirit. So, first person is Dean. Judgment. Dean, make sure that you are exercising your capacity to be the judge of who and what you are and what and who you do things with and for and who. Nobody is to judge you. We are to judge ourselves. It's a release from judgment of others. Elaine, this is for you. The Emperor. Knowledge, teaching, capacity, expansion in the community. This is a fabulous card that seems to suit your personality as far as I know you, especially in your corporate walk. Judy, the Ten of Cups, having everything. It's an emotional completeness card, happiness within family, and this is a good one. My daughter from another mother, Kat Jr., who gave us this lovely apophyllite for my table. This card is for you. The Six of Thunder. Movement to a new perspective, a new place of being, growth and peace. It's moving from one dimension that's been rough into something that is not. Barb, Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a new journey, absolutely a new journey coming. And you're in the position of needing to decide between the two. I have no idea how many I've done. Gloria. The Flower of Thunder. This is Thunderbird. This is the capacity to move great energies through things, to take no guff, to make sure that your voice is heard and your actions will be seen. Jennifer, Three of Stones. It's party time. Yeah, baby, you're working together with someone, and it's collective. What do they want to say? Very productive, heartfelt and very productive, even though it seems like play. Charlene, the Flower of Cups. This is a beautiful, innocent card of loving grace and peace. Lovingness and emotional completion from what you're working on. Denise, the Flower of Wands. So taking a passionate project that you're working on and seeing it with new eyes. Coach, Judgment again. Releasing. You are the judge of what's coming. You are free from others' judgments. There is nothing to hold you back now. How many was that, Brian?
I don't know. I wasn't counting.
All right. Somebody add that up and let me know how many I did. And I'll make up the difference next week. I'll just do one more. Karen, my sister from another mister. The Seed of Wands. Again, another creative new beginning. I think this is a manatee. This is a good one. All right. Okay, my friends, we thank you for your time spent with us, and I will continue with this process next week with the wheel, switching some of the decks around in their positions. And from Brian and I, we wish you peace and blessing, and enjoy this time. Aho.